CBS 46 News presents Public Affairs on Peach.
Good morning and welcome to Public Affairs on Peach. I'm Karen Greer. If you or your children think science is dull, well, we're going to change your mind this morning. The 2018 Atlanta Science Festival is underway and you're about to be wowed, I promise you. Our first guest is festival co-founder Mesa Salida. Mesa Salida. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
We've had a chance to play around with some of the fun guests here, and we're telling people this is more than what they think it is. You have a doctorate in chemistry.
I do.
So how did this whole thing really start for you?
Well, I love chemistry and I love science, and I really want other people to love it too. And so we cooked up this idea and got it going. We've got 100 community partners and a presenting sponsor, Delta, this year. So we are making events happen over the course of 2 weeks. We're halfway through now, and we've got 100 events.
So Mesa, I don't think people realize that science does play a role in our lives each and every day. So is that part of what you want them to get out of the festival as well?
Yeah, so we want to make science relevant and relatable. And so we've got events like, the Olympics were just on, so we had some events about curling, the science behind curling. People got super excited about that. Basically anything, if you're into the outdoors, we have outdoors events. If you like the arts, we have arts events too.
And today is Kids Day on the Farm, I believe.
Exactly.
So what's going to happen there?
Well, it's an organic farm is all about science. And so we're going to be learning the science of composting and how fertilizer is used and all of these things.
A roadside geology walk, a science of circus, those sound like so much fun as well.
They are.
So what kinds of things will the kids get to see for that?
Well, circus, physics dictates everything that happens in the circus. And so learn about the physics behind that. Roadside geology is a walk through Midtown looking at the different rocks that are used to make the buildings. And so we talk with the geologist about how that happens.
And let's just move ahead to next Saturday. I believe the kids will have a chance to see the free exploration expo at Piedmont Park. What will that entail?
Yeah, so this is Atlanta's biggest interactive science party. We have 100 hands-on science exhibits. You can touch a human brain, you can drive an underwater robot, we'll have performances, we'll have animals, we'll have Delta there with a jet engine that you can touch and meet pilots and technicians and talk all about the science behind what they do. It's going to be great.
Now, we all know what comedy improv is. What's science improv?
It's the same, just with a science twist. So we will have your standard improv games, but just with a little bit of science added in for fun, and it should be a lot of laughs.
My gosh, how did you find everybody that participated in this fair? You've been doing this for a minute now.
Yeah, it's been 5 years, and I mean, people just come out of the woodwork. They get super excited about it. We had Science of Coffee for the first time this year.
Oh, wow.
And the coffee shop that ran it just loved it because it's what they do. They do science, they do coffee, and they want to share that with people.
And how many booths do you have set up?
100 at least.
100 at least. And how much does it cost to come and enjoy?
Oh, it's free.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
What would you recommend? What's the best ages for folks to come and really enjoy?
I would say, I mean, we have parents pushing their kids out of the way to see some of the stuff that we have going on. So if you're an adult, you'll like it. I would say over 3, you're going to find something you like there.
And we talk about STEM in schools and STEAM. Tell us why this is really so important into what the kids are learning in school right now, too.
Well, so much of your learning happens outside of school. So if we can find ways to inspire kids about science, then what they do in school matters all that much more. So it's a great way to connect people to science outside of school.
And science is very important. People may say they don't enjoy it or don't like it, but maybe that's because they didn't have the right teachers.
Or maybe they just weren't exposed to all the ways that it's relevant to them. So hopefully we're making that happen.
Difference between STEM and STEAM?
Add the arts in, which is important.
You have figured this whole thing out, haven't you? Where are you guys located? Where is all the fun happening?
Well, it's a little bit complicated. So we have 100 events over 2 weeks, and each event happens in a different location. So we've got 70 different spots, so there's something in your backyard. If you want to go see the science of Star Wars, it's happening in Dunwoody. If you want to do the science improv, that's happening in Midtown. So, something everywhere. And then the Exploration Expos in Piedmont Park.
I love it. Well, I've got my little festival booklet, so I know where to go. Thank you so much, Mesa, for joining us and talking about this. When Public Affairs on Peach returns, let the fun begin. You'll never see chemistry the same way again. We'll be right back.